Hello everyone, welcome to our educational video on Stephen Krashen theory of second language acquisition. In this video, we'll focus on one of his most known ideas, the monitor hypothesis. So, let's find out how it works. Stephen Krashen's monitor hypothesis explains how our knowledge of grammar works like monitor. It helps us check, edit, and correct our language when we speak or write. Just like a computer monitor that displays what's on the screen, our language monitor shows us how accurate our language is. It reminds us when something feels wrong, like when we stop and think, is that the correct tense? That's our internal grammar checker at work.
Krashen divided language learning into two systems, acquisitions and learning. Acquisition happens naturally through communication and exposure, just like how children learn their first language. Learning, on the other hand, happens consciously. It involves studying grammar rules, memorizing vocabulary, and practicing sentence structures. While acquisitions help us speak fluently, learning helps us understand the form of the language more deeply.
The monitor is part of the learning system. It doesn't create language, but it helps us plan and correct it. When you stop mid-sentence to think, wait, should it be go or gas? That's your monitor working. It's like an editor in your mind, helping you polish what you already know.
Krashen said we can only use the monitor effectively under three conditions: when we have enough time, when we focus on form, and when we know the rules. That's why writing gives us more chance to use the monitor, because we can pause, check, and edit. But in spontaneous conversation, we don't always have time to think, so the monitor can help much.
Fluency comes from what we acquire. It's the ability to communicate smoothly and naturally without worrying too much about mistakes. Accuracy, on the other hand, comes from what we learn and monitor. It's about using correct grammar and structure. Both are important. We need fluency to express ideas and accuracy to make sure those ideas are clear and correct.
The monitor hypothesis reminds us that grammar isn't something to fear. It's a guide that helps us sound clearly and more confident. But when we focus too much on perfection, we lose what language is really for: connection and expression. Fluency and accuracy should work together. We speak to share meaning, and we learn to make that meaning stronger. The best language learners know when to let words flow and when to stop and polish them. So, don't be afraid to make mistakes. Speak freely, learn naturally, and let your monitor guide you, not hold you back.